What's up, everybody? Welcome back to MDiTV as we are here with ISL Super Stock for the iRacing Super Speedway League as Super Truck League. Sorry, ISSL Super Truck League. Man, I can't talk today. I'm already dropping. I'm already making mistakes. All right, Ox already with the like. Appreciate it, brother. As we get ready for tonight's race, we got qualifying going on. Let's go through tonight's sponsors for the ISSL Super Truck League. We got the Butt Kicker. Butt Kickers, if you don't know about Butt Kicker, guys, you got to go check them out as they definitely add to the immersion of your sim racing experience. Christian iRacers. Warrior Photos. If you need some iRacing photos, are definitely ones to check out. Go check them out on Facebook. Smoky Mountain iRacers. And if you're looking for a little extra speed, we got Maconi Setup Shop. Omni Gaming. Alive and Running. Go check those guys out. Alive and Running, Iowa.com. Raising awareness for suicide prevention. And last but not least, of course, this is the iRacing Super Stock League here tonight, as it looks like Kevin finishes up his qualifying here. Now, I am having a few issues with the overlays, so bear with it. We got a couple new people in here, or at least one new person in here, but right now we got Ambrose out on the track, putting down a lap time. Currently on the pole, we got Kyle Dapp. Let's see if anybody can knock him off the top of the charts, or if anybody even cares to knock him off the top of the charts here tonight. This is Dega. We got 3-4 lanes of racing here tonight. It is going to be wild in these trucks. These trucks are so fun to drive here. Tons of draft, tons of momentum. We're going to see some massive moves. Can Kevin repeat here tonight for race number 2, season number 4 here? As we watch Ambrose come across the line. Is that a counted time or is that his warm-up lap? All right. That looks like it's going to be his warm-up lap. Let's see where he heads up. We even got Dirt Guy in here. We got Tyler Moffitt. I know if you guys have watched the channel, you've seen Tyler in the big block modifieds plenty of times, guys. He's going to do some super speedway asphalt racing here tonight. Should be interesting to see how he does. I've never seen him on asphalt, so I'm kind of excited to see what he is able to do. As we are getting everybody in the chat, make sure you like, share, and follow if you haven't already. As we watch Ambrose out here putting down a fast time. Let's see where he ends up as he comes out of turn number 4. Now it's a long way down to the start-finish line, so he's got a bit to go here on the track before he crosses the line. Now he's going to come through the tri-oval, coming to the start-finish line. Where is Ambrose going to end up? Lap number 1. We got Francesco out on the track, Joshua O'Connor and David McGuire. Ambrose 5th quickest. Second lap might be a little bit quicker. We're going to go check out Joshua O'Connor as he goes to put a lap down here tonight. What's up, Moffitt? Got Moffitt the Prophet in the chat. What's up, buddy? Oh, that's going to be the end of qualifying. So Joshua does not get a lap down. Most of the field does not qualify. All right, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and pull up our ticker across the top. Actually, we got to do our starting grid first. Tonight's starting grid, starting on the pole, we got David McGuire in that 906. I think that's 2. Trying to survive it. I said it would be interesting to see you run super speedways because I've never seen you on asphalt. We got David McGuire 2 poles in a row. He has swept the poles so far here in the series as he won Daytona pole. He goes ahead and wins Talladega. Can he turn that into a W here tonight? Joshua Moore starting in 2nd. Kyle Knapp in 3rd. Trevor Keith in that 4th position. Austin Green in 5th. Ambrose in 6th. Kenny Burrow going to start in that 7th position. Kevin Winker in 8th. Braxton in 9th. Joshua O'Connor in that 10th position. Nash in 11th. Francesco, one of the fan favorites here, in that 12th position. Saw Francesco in a street stock race at Michigan this week. Andrew in that 13th position. Gary Sack in 14th. Jeff's going to be starting 15th. Moffitt the Prophet in that number 29. We're familiar with that number. Starting in 16th. Eric in that 17th position. Tyler Bacon 18th. Chris Knight 19th. And John Ernst If he makes it back in the session, is going to start in that 20th position. John was having a connection issue earlier. We'll see if that allows him back in or not, or if that's going to plague him at an opportunity to race here tonight. We're going to throw that ticker across the top as we get ready for racing. Ian, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you guys get the likes and shares out there, and don't be afraid to share them to your favorite iRacing group on Facebook. That's one of the best ways to get it exposed and let people see what we got going on here. All right, did John Ernst make it back in? We're going to click. Oh, Ernst did make it back in. If Ian is saying something, I can not. Oh. There. All right. Oh, it sounds like he's giving out a little bit extra. Ian, what did you say the extra was? I caught the tail end of it because my headset had shut off, but let me know in the chat or text me. So, David in that 906 is going to lead him to the green flag this time by Talladega. You know, if there was a super speedway I don't mind running, this is definitely one of them. It's just so wide, it allows you to create your own opportunity. I mean, it's always better to have help, but you can do it on your own. That is an advantage. If it go green the entire way, I will double the winner's payout. Nice. Hey, $30 is $30. 30 bucks. All right, guys, they're stacking them up as they come down the back straight. Anyway, we're going to be looking for the green flag. Sounds like Ian's trying to put a money race together for Friday. If you guys are interested, make sure you go to the ISSL Discord, or not Discord, the Facebook page, and make sure you follow it. So if he does something, you guys are the first to see. Shoot, I don't know if I should ask him if I should broadcast or if I should race it. I wouldn't mind running an old money race. All right, so David out in front, Joshua second. We're going to get ready for the green flag when they come out of turn number 4. Long way out of turn number 4. Side by side. Looks like Ernst is not on the track, so we got 19 cars right there as they come out of turn number 4. Hold on, we got to have a cool view somewhere. Let me see, do we have a static? We don't have a static on this track. You know what I learned yesterday, Ian? You know what I learned, though, yesterday? Some of these tracks have better camera angles for different cars. So I need to start going in and checking out camera angles on different cars. Because we were running street stocks at Knoxville last night. And the camera angle for the street stocks were way bigger than everything else. As we are better than everything else. As we are green flag heading down towards turn number 1. David leading the pack down into turn number 1. A familiar place for him on lap number 1 as this is 2 weeks in a row. He has grabbed the pole. Remember that. Remember that fact, folks. Is he going to close the deal this season and take home a victory in that 906? He's definitely put himself in position. But here comes a pass as Kyle, or almost a pass as Kyle looks well. Either lane very organized as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3, top lane gets a little more organized, a little quicker. They might get a push out of turn number 4. It looks like Austin Green has the advantage on the high side. We got those Braxton fans up on YouTube. What's up? Out of turn number 4, we are 3 wide for third on back as we head through the tri-oval. Oh, the 18 of Nash makes us a little nervous there, as it looks like Andrew might have that internet connection he had last week figured out. Side by side, here comes Andrew on the high side. He had to give up spot a few times last week. He doesn't want to do it this week. He's looking to lead some lap. Oh, Austin tried to block the top lane. He's going to stick himself in the middle. Down the back straightaway, Andrew has the advantage of the head down into turn number 3. Here comes the 04 Ambrose. He's looking to lead some laps. He's got the 906 on his back bumper as they head through 3 and 4. Definitely getting exciting through the pack already this early on. Man, I would have almost assumed they would have gone single file after Ian offered to double tonight's race purse. as they come through the tri-oval. Who's going to lead this lap? It looks like it's going to be Andrew on the high side. So one thing to know here tonight, that high side is definitely going to have an advantage if they can get the push on a 4. Long straightaway. Definitely advantage coming to the start-finish line to be in that high lane. But you got to have a pusher, and it definitely looks like Nash is pushing the heck out of Andrew as they come down the back straightaway. I'd almost want to hang out there all night up on that high lane. You're in the back of the pack, you're going to be looking around, seeing who you want to work with. Practice those pushes. We got 50 laps here tonight. We're gonna do maybe green flag pit stop, but pit stop is gonna be required. And yeah, they got a lot of time to practice their runs and figure out how they're gonna make it to the front on the last lap. I always say, and I say it every time on the broadcast, it's about 47 laps of practice, 3 laps of racing. These guys, it looks like some hard racing, but a lot of this is just learning what they can and can't do with the people around them. As they come out of turn number 2, we got Andrew dropping to the bottom side with Nash. Here comes Francesco on the high side. Francesco to the point down the back straightaway. He's got a push from Austin Green as they look for turn number 3. One of the fan favorites, Francesco, out in front. He's going to go to the bottom. He brings Austin with him. So it's a whole lot of swapping lanes here as they come out of turn number 4. Let's see if Andrew's going to move back to the outside. He wants to get back to the front, and he blinks. There's that internet connection that has now plagued him for 2 seasons in a row as they come through the tri-oval. Let's see if we can keep it straight, if that internet will stay strong enough. iRacing Superstock League, that's what I said, isn't it? Maybe I didn't. I don't know if it'll let you link it. Link it. Down the back straightaway, Francesco out in front. Here, let's see if I can. There it is. Hold on, I got you. Ian. How about this? That'll work even better. Now they can click the link, go visit your page. Yeah, I just tagged it, so you're good. Coming to the line, Francesco out in front. Francesco leading the way as they come across the line. Now, one thing Francesco said he wanted to do this season was keep that truck a little bit cleaner. John Ernst, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. Sucks that you didn't make it out there. Go Braxton. We got the Braxton crowd up in there. Where's the rest of the group? Down the back straightaway, it's going to be side by side all the way through the field as we look into turn number 3. Andrew has the momentum on the high side. He's going to lose a little bit of it. Who is that on his heels? Is that Gary? Gary sat in that number 89 trying to push Andrew to the front. I don't think we've seen him push it out front a whole lot. It'll be interesting to see what he can do as we come through the tri-oval. Yeah, that sucks, buddy. Suck you sucker. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Appreciate it. Is there 3 wide? 3 wide to turn number 1 and 2. I guess Gary got tired of pushing. He's got some help behind him as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. His rookie. It's so funny to say he's a rookie, but he is a rookie. Tyler Moffitt up in that top lane trying to help them push. Oh, he's going to get a little squirrely as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3. The 39 of Jeff just in front of him trying to push on that 89. They got to really push if they want to get that way top side to work as the 18 of Nash comes to the front. Can that third line work as they come through the tri-oval? Looking for the start-finish line. Here comes that third lane. Looking nice and organized. They got to run. They're not going to make it to the front at the start-finish line, but they definitely have a run in the front straightaway. Got 3 wide through the field, through turn number 1 and 2. This is getting exciting. Unbelievable. 7, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Nice. We got some Jeff fans in here now. Oh yeah, it's definitely insane It's definitely insane, Ian. We've both grown a ton. Through turn number 3 and 4, bottom lane with Nash. Put Nash on the bottom side, has the advantage. But here comes Gary Sack and Jeff to the front on the high side. They got the high side moving. They're bringing Moffitt and O'Connor with them as they come across the line. Gary out in front, third lane on top is working here tonight. Down through turn number 1 and 2. Gary on the high side, getting a big push from Jeff. That's what you got to do here if you're going to run that third lane. You got to be on the back bumper of that car in front of you. They got that top side working. That's the first time I've seen it work that well in this league. Looking into turn number 3, it's all Gary. Gary's going to move down to that middle lane, which I feel is the ideal lane as they come through turn number 3 and 4. He is moving. I remember all the racing, Ian. Dash for Cash. I remember running a lot of those races before I started broadcasting. Guys, we got Macro. I don't know if I said that right. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. We got 112 people watching. That I can tell. As we head through turn number 1 and 2. But I remember I ran some Michigan street stock races, Ian, and it definitely brought back some memories. Andrew is definitely blinking quite a bit in that 06. Is that going to create issues? Yep, there he goes. Ian Martin's going to tell Andrew he's got to move out of the pack. That car was blinking like crazy. That's going to create issues for other drivers and possibly cause netcode. As we come out of turn number 4, looking for the start-finish line, this pack is definitely broken up a little bit. They're getting single file. Well, as I say that, we got Ambrose looking to the high side through the tri-oval. Is he going to get any help? Moffitt's going to stay low, and so is Nash. So Ambrose gets stuck out to dry in that 04 machine. And believe it or not, Ian, I'm actually probably better at Michigan than I used to be. I had a blast running those Michigan races. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Nash to the top side. He sees the momentum coming behind him. Here comes the 13 of Tyler Bacon coming to his back bumper as they come out of into turn number 3. Can that top side get going with Nash at the point as they come out of turn number 4? Looks like they're trying to get organized as Gary leads the way through the tri-oval. Paul, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. It's going to still be Gary out in front as the top line is definitely organizing into turn number 1 and 2. Nash has been a good puller and pusher here. So it'll be interesting to see how this race goes. He's definitely got this track figured out as they come out of turn number 2. I've never wrecked Rio, Texas, Ian. It wasn't on purpose. You know, I have a saying for that, by the way. Now that I've gotten a lot better, I was just faster than my talent back then. As they come out of turn number 4, Gary out in front, Jeff in second, O'Connor third as Nash is gaining ground on that outside through the tri-oval. It's going to be Gary across the line, still leading the way as we are 12 laps into this one. Jim Smith, thank you for the like. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and follow the stream if you don't already as we head through turn number 1 and 2. Gary leads the way on that bottom side. These guys trying to get organized. There are some new drivers up there too. Tyler Moffitt, I don't know if any, look, like I said, I've ran with Moffitt an awful lot, but it's on the dirt side. I don't know if any of these guys have ever ran with Moffitt. I don't know if any of these guys have ran with Moffitt before, but definitely an impressive run out of that 29. Keeping it nice and steady on that bottom side. He's putting himself in position for a win possibly here tonight. Out of the tri-oval, coming across the line towards turn number 1, the top side has gained a little bit of momentum, but they stalled out right around that 3rd and 4th position. That 13 is going to have to get closer to the back bumper of Nash for that top side to work. You can't leave that much gap in between the cars. Dale, thank you for the share. Appreciate it. Love those shares. All right, these guys are going to start to get the top side to work. They're tired of waiting for the middle lane to get that momentum as we go through turn number 3 and 4. Who is that up on the top side? That's going to be the 14 of Francesco. No surprise there. He's getting a push out of Austin Green. Him and Austin working good together as they come through the tri-oval. Let's see if they can go. They've made some ground, just the two of them up on the high side as they come to the line. Thank you for the like too, Dale. Appreciate it. As we head into turn number 1, it looks like Francesco and Austin getting some work done up there on the top side. If they can get up in front of Nash here, they might be able to lead that top lane to the lead as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes a big push out of Austin as they come down the back straightaway. Andrew's still having issues with that connection further back. But here comes Francesco digging on the high side, looking for turn number 3. He's up on the high side in that Tim Hortons number 14. Hi, Brand. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. What's up, Chris? What's up, Chris? We got all the Braxton fans in there. Looks like Francesco and Austin lose a little bit of ground through there. They're going to try and pull back up on the high side as they come through the tri-oval. That middle lane also struggling a lot. The bottom lane is so organized right now. That is definitely making it difficult for the other two lanes, but you can see, look at the gaps in that middle lane. That is why they're not able to advance right now. They got to close the gap. There's 4 trucks there. Should be faster than the bottom side at this track. They just need to close those gaps and get up to the front. That 13 really needs to get on the back bumper of the 18 and Nash. That is going to be crucial here. He's definitely a little closer into turn number 3. Let's see if that helps them with some momentum out of turn number 4. Let's go jump on Nash here. There we go. Out of turn number 4, he's too back, but he's far back. He's got to get to the back bumper of the 18. It's almost like he doesn't want to bump the back bumper. I don't get it right now as we come through the tri-oval coming across the line. What's up, Dave? Thank you for the like. Trammell, thank you for the like. Michael, thank you for the like. As we come into turn number 1 and 2, top lane has definitely lost all its momentum. The bottom lane is going to prevail here so far. It's been pretty good. And look, Ian offered an extra doubled the race winning prize from $15 to $30. So that's on top of what they get for points, depending on where they finish in points. So that'll be interesting. All right, so Ambrose is going to jump up to that top lane. Nash is not going to be afraid to push. We might see that top lane get some momentum now, even if it's just the 2 trucks. Out of turn number 4, coming in through the tri-oval. The outside is definitely starting to go with Nash on the back bumper of Ambrose. This is what I was saying they needed to do. This is what the 13 needed to do. Francesco is now on the back of Nash. That top side is going to be fast now with Austin right behind Francesco. So they got 4 really strong cars in a row, trucks in a row, on that top row. We should see them prevail as they come down the back straightaway. Coming down towards turn number 3, the top side has gained the advantage. Ambrose with the lead heading into turn number 3. Gary's going to get a little bit of run on the inside. He's going to take the lead back, but they're going to be door to door through turn number 3 and 4. Ambrose falls back. He's back to that 3rd position. But watch the run they'll get when Nash gets to his back bumper coming out of turn number 4. Coming to the line, I almost guarantee that Ambrose is going to lead it this time by. Oh, bottom lane gets a little squirrely. Oh, he can't quite get there, but it was close. That was close as they head into turn number 1 and 2. What's up, Jim Joe? Yep, Francesco fans are showing up. Yep, Francesco up on the top side. Part of those 3 trucks working the high side right now. Braxton, where's Braxton's doing Braxton things back here. Braxton is just conserving that truck, trying to stay out of trouble. That's what he tends to do here. He'll move forward when he's got to, though. The Braxton's back in the 18th position. Just kind of cruising. He can easily pull his way up to the front if he needed to right now. But look at this. Coming out of turn number 4, we're going to get 19 green flag laps. They're going to be looking at green flag pit stops if they can keep this up. Look at that. Chris over on the YouTube and the Facebook side. John, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Here comes the top side. We got Ambrose still getting pushed by Nash. The top side definitely looking a lot more organized now. Really, I think that they could use one more good truck there. I just don't know if it's going to be Tyler Bacon. But, you know, there's different strategies going on here. It might be Tyler's just trying to conserve. He wants to run up there, get used to running around these guys. Just doesn't want to push and create an issue this early in the race. I'm not saying he can't do super speedway racing, but for that top row to work right now, he's going to have to get on the back bumper right there behind Francesco. But definitely impressive run by those three trucks on the high side as they come through the tri-oval. Looking for the line. It's still going to be Gary. That time by Hayden. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. So good racing at the front of the pack. Let's go check out and see who's playing a little bit of strategy back here in the back. We got Kyle Neff in that number 12 machine, currently in the 19th position. Braxton in that number 8 in 18th. Kevin Winker in that number 42, last week's winner in 17th. Joshua Moore in 16th. David McGuire, our pole sitter, in the 906. Going for a little different strategy this week. He's sitting back here in that 15th position. Let's see. If I would like for Jeff, if I was using an inferior streaming platform to watch this race. Yeah, there's a Facebook page, Sean. Look, I don't like what Twitch does to their content creators, so that's why I don't really push Twitch much. Sucky a sucker. I love the name. Trevor in the 48, he's currently 14th, and then Andrew, he had to move back, but that's when we get back into that side-by-side racing. Top side definitely getting the momentum as they go into turn number 3. Yeah, so just to give you an idea, like right now on Facebook, we have a total of 92 viewers right now. 71 of them are on Facebook. Through the tri-oval, it's going to be Gary on the bottom side. Ambrose trying to get that advantage, just trying to lead that lap as they come across the line. I just don't like the fact that in order to get better stream quality, let's play chess to help support. To get better stream quality on Twitch, you have to be an affiliate. And if you go affiliate, you can't stream anywhere else. Multi-streaming isn't allowed. You can repost it after 24 hours, but I don't think that's right. I mean, if I had 10 followers, why should I lock down to 1, for example? Let's go 51 and 42. There they go. Yeah, it's MDiTV right across the board. Yep. 51 and they're pitting. Speaking of 51 and 42, we got that strategy. They played this last week where they pitted early. So Josh, Kevin, and Braxton on pit road with an early pit stop. Their first ones to pit. So they're going to kind of set the tone here as we move back up to the front. It's like what we did before Facebook. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Gary leading the way as Jeff right behind him is in that second position. Go Braxton. Yeah, Braxton just pitted though. So he's a little ways back. They're about 36 seconds, 37 seconds. It's going to be a little bit more behind the pack. Right now, if a caution flag came out, they're going to be starting at the front. All right. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Gary leading the way. This front pack is getting less and less organized, at least on the top side. That is actually going to help those. Oh, it might not. You can see the guys that just pitted. You can see Braxton, Kevin, and John just ahead. So will these guys catch them, or will they pit? Remember, everybody's got to pit. Mistakes are going to happen here today. And if these guys all pit and they don't come out all together, being in that big pack is going to be a disadvantage here as we come out of turn number 4. Gary leading the way. It looks like these guys might be starting to get ready for pit stops. It looks like they're organizing, trying to get single file. As I say that, Nash giving a big push to Ambrose as we come out of the tri-oval looking for turn number 1. Big push by Nash as they head into turn number 1 and 2. That's going to push Ambrose forward. He's side by side barely with Gary. Gary's going to get the advantage through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. He's going to get on the back bumper of that 04. Or sorry. Yeah, the 04. They're going to try and push their way forward. It looks like Joshua Moore did not get out there with Kevin and Braxton. It looks like he might go a lap down. Now, there is a lucky dog, so if he does go a lap down, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. As these guys are coming on pit road, let's see what happens. Definitely a little chaos. Oh, Moffitt spins it. Moffitt spins it onto pit road in that number 29. Unfortunate for him. Let's go take a look at that again. Moffitt. Oh, he got smoked. He got smoked by the 906. Oh, man, the 906 of David absolutely clobbers up. Let's see if we can take another look at that one. That's gonna end the 906's night. That actually ends the 906's night right there with that contact. We're gonna go a little bit higher. Let's go up on the blimp. Watch this one again. Look at the 906. Oof. And that's going to cause his motor to expire. He's going to be done for this one. Absolutely pummels Tyler Moffitt. That's going to hurt Moffitt. Oh, we got a bunch of cars with damage on pit road. A bunch of good ones. Jeff has damage on the nose of that number 39. He might have gotten a piece of Tyler as Tyler got spun across. I believe it was his nose. That's Moffitt right behind him. They need to switch positions. Jeff is not in good shape in that number 39. So Francesco leading the pack. It looks like Francesco and Austin are the only ones that haven't. Laundry Ford, thank you for the like. Yeah, it's been pretty good racing for sure. The Laundry Ford, thank you for the like as we watch Austin. Here comes Austin and Francesco. This might have been the smartest thing they could do. I know it's only 2 of them, but you see what happened. Francesco's going to back it down. Hopefully he made pit road speed as they come down on pit road. Andrew, I think, is going to be leading the way when this cycles through, but he's got that blinking issue. That's definitely going to create issues for him. Oh, I didn't see what happened to the 13. Moffitt got absolutely destroyed by David, and that knocked him out too. So the 906 is not going to win from the pole here this week, but maybe he'll have an opportunity next week. So we're watching Moffitt. So they did get switched around, which might have been the best thing for Jeff. Jeff's got some damage, but I don't think the motor's hurt. So he should be a good good pusher. Somebody else is pitting in. Who's pitting in? Okay, Chris Knight is pitting in. He must have had a penalty for speeding on pit road. As Francesco comes off of pit road, these guys are going to catch him. Let's jump back. We got a pack of cars. Filling in the rest of these guys. O'Connor just blinked a little bit. Ooh, I didn't even see it. I might have to go back and look and clip it later. All right, so these guys are going to catch everybody else, but Francesco and Austin with a great pit stop. But they need to get closer together. Well, I'll tell you what, Austin's not going to get to Francesco unless he's with that pack. Andrew having issues. He's gonna back out of this one. Get to the back of the pack still. No caution as we got 21 laps to go. 21 laps, guys. We've done what? 29 laps. Green flag racing here as it looks like they are catching Francesco in a hurry. Francesco's going to move to the high side. He knows he's got zero chance to slow that group down, so he's just going to move to the top drop back, pick up the draft. He'll be all right. Yeah, that's why I don't really push Twitch. I just don't feel like there's any. Doesn't make sense. All right, so these guys door to door, as we got Austin and O'Connor side by side for the lead. Austin's gonna lead this time by. And look at who we got up in that front pack, sitting second on the high side. Buddy's starting to blink. It's Braxton. Braxton leading the top lane now with Winker on his back bumper as they come out of turn number 2. Now the question is, let's go back to where Moffitt is. So these guys have a little bit of a group here. But they are 20 seconds behind the top 11 cars. So they're going to need a caution flag to help them out. No gain for the pain, for sure. Down out of turn number 4, it's Austin Green leading the way on the bottom side is Winker on the back bumper of Braxton. As they come out the tri-oval, coming to the line, Braxton can't lead that lap. So one of the fan favorites up on the top lane trying to get to the point, and we got Francesco just a little bit further back up on the high side in that number 14. He's starting to close back in as they come out of turn number 2. I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot. Amanda, thank you for the like. I've seen a lot of patience here tonight. A lot of patience out of these drivers as they head into turn number 1 and 2. But how long will that last as Braxton to the point heading into turn number 3? Going to be side by side when they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Austin with a run, but he doesn't have a push. That top side should get a massive push out of turn number 4, heading to the tri-oval. Braxton well out in front as they come to the start-finish line. It looks like he's going to lead this lap. He does as they come across the line this time by. So Braxton to the point. Almost enough for Winker to come down. Well, Jeff is definitely the fan favorite on Twitch. He's got some damage, though. He's in a tough spot. These guys are further back. He's definitely got some damage on the nose of that number 39 machine. So he's going to have a little bit of work. Now, I know a lot of these guys would like some extra for winning, but these guys here in this pack need a caution flag. They definitely need a caution flag. They are losing time. Since we checked last time, they have lost 3 seconds to that lead pack. And that lead pack is racing. They're not just sitting there. As they come out of turn number 4. That's Aero Mods. I love it. I love it. That was great. All right, so Austin leading as the top side is starting to break up a little bit. Down into turn number 1 and 2. And almost at this point, one of these top guys would make sense to just get in line and run. They have essentially knocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers out of contention for a win here. If they get caught up and crash, it's going to bring those guys back up into this opportunity to win. Down into turn number 3, Braxton on the high side with Winker right behind him. Too bad he sucks. I think he's in position, Ian. I agree. Winker's definitely in position. The 51 of Joshua Moore is struggling back here. He's back here in this pack of cars. These guys definitely need a caution back there to help them out. So side-by-side action. I'm not counting out Francesco. I'm not counting out. I don't know. I can't count out any of these guys. Winker is probably the smarter one out of the group. Braxton's really good too. I think Francesco wants that W. You know, and we've seen him be aggressive. But here they go as Braxton and Kevin are going to work together down on that bottom side. That's going to put Ambrose on the back bumper of Francesco. Ambrose could be a great pusher here in that 0-4. He did, yeah. Here comes Francesco to the point in that number 14 as they come to the line. He's going to lead this time by. All right, guys, I want to know in the chat, who do you think is going to win this one? I mean, we've got a bunch of contenders up here. We definitely have some contenders. Let me know in the chat. Don't crash it. They're doing a great job. I'm not so confident. We have seen these ones go green to checker before. which is impressive in its own. We all want to see a good crash once in a while, but it's also impressive when they go green flag. We got Francesco in the chat. We got the 42 a Winker. Francesco. All right, so I know we're going to have some Braxton fans up there saying Braxton's going to win. Sure, we'll have some Joshua Moore. We're going to have, I don't think any of Jeff's fans are rooting for him to win. All right, we're going to come across the line as Francesco leading the way with Braxton on his heels. Now, Francesco's in a tough spot right now. We got teammates behind him. Through turn number 1 and 2, they're going to be side by side from third on back. Ambrose stuck up there all by himself up on the top side. Well, not all by himself. He's got Nash. But Francesco moving down to the bottom definitely galvanized him a little bit. Jim wants to make sure we know who he's rooting for. Jim, there is no doubt we know who you're rooting for. And that's the number 14 truck of Francesco as he leads the way. But I'll tell you what, the one who has probably the most fans in the chat is going to be that number 8 of Braxton. As Braxton moves to the top side, that's where I said Francesco might be in trouble, but here comes O'Connor to his back bumper. But Braxton's going to get the lead. No, he's got to stay up. Winker wasn't able to go down. They're going to be 3 wide with Ambrose and Nash on the high side. 3 wide for second as Ambrose is going to work his way down, try and block as they come out of turn number 2. Nash is going to blink a little bit. We've got a few blinkers. Deshaun Fuller, thank you for the sub. As we head down towards turn number 3, they're going to be side by side up at the front. Ambrose leading the top lane. Francesco leading the bottom lane. We got O'Connor with a big push on the back of Francesco as they come out of turn number 4. Bottom lane's going to gain a lot of momentum with Gary down there in the 89 pushing well too. Well, what Gary's doing right is he's just keeping tucked in on that number 59 machine. That is what you have to do. If you're third or fourth car, just stay close. You might not be able to bump because you don't always want to push that pusher, but if you stay close, you still get that arrow advantage as they head through turn number 1 and 2. As long as he finishes, it's a win for you. Oh, that's awesome. It's like rooting for the Buffalo Bills. Show that opportunity, but always ends up disappointing you. All right, through turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be Francesco leading that bottom line. Joshua O'Connor in second. Gary in third. Ambrose on the top side. He's going to get a push out of Braxton as they come out of turn number 4. Can they get that top side working? We got Ambrose, Braxton, and Winker on the top side. That bottom side's going to be tough to beat too, as Joshua is definitely pushing the heck out of that number 14. Go Bills! So can we just nickname Jeff the Buffalo Bill? Oh, we got one that bails out as we come out of turn number 2. Yeah, the only way that I'll ever be able to do that is if I only stream to Facebook. Other than that, I mean, people like Twitch and people like YouTube. Out of turn number 4, coming to the line. What I need is another bot that combines the chat so everybody can see it. I had another program that did it. It just didn't make sense to spend that much anymore. All right, so Ambrose leading the way with Braxton in that second spot as the top 3 finally pass the leaders. I got to wonder if a lot of that had to do with Josh having to back off the back bumper of the number 14. He can push a lot. That will overheat your car. As we got a lot of bold moves moving to the top lane. Here comes Francesco up on the top all by himself. Looks like he's got help coming. It looks like it's Austin Green. Good old buddy in that number 7. Through turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, Ian. YouTube's nice, especially for going back and watching, and Facebook, it just helps with the discoverability. It makes a huge difference streaming on Facebook. All right, out of the triangle, the top side trying to come They got a little chaotic there. They got 9 laps to go, guys. 9 laps to go. That means we have done 41 laps of green flag racing here tonight. Some of it is wild. Somehow they are keeping it straight as we come down the back straightaway. Nash on the high side getting a push. He's at the point as they head into turn number 3. He's going to try to slide down on Braxton. He's able to. Now we got Ambrose and Francesco on the top side. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be next to anybody that Francesco's pushing. They're going to rock it out of turn number 4. I'm just going to give the lead to Ambrose this time by. Before we even get there, here comes the Francesco as they come to the line. It's going to be Ambrose at the line. Yeah, I know. You got to remember, Ian, I'm watching the telemetry, I'm watching the gaps, I'm watching the chat. So sometimes the math gets a little slow when I try and throw it in there. All right, they're going to head down into turn number 3 and 4. Top side still going as Ambrose is getting pushed by Francesco. And down on the bottom side, we got Braxton pushing Nash as they come out of turn number 4. Let's see if that top side can get some momentum. There is definitely some good drivers on the top side there. Who's following? I don't know a whole lot about Kyle, but those top 3 on the top side, definitely some good pushers as we come through across the start finish line into turn number 1 and 2. Chris is rooting for Braxton as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Braxton in that second spot. They are looking strong down there, but I'll tell you what, Braxton's going to have a hard time popping out there as that top side keeps running strong. He can't make that move with any confidence as they head into turn number 3. Nash leading the way with 7 laps to go, coming to 6 to go. This time by, are they going to go green flag the whole way as they come out of turn number 4? We did have some mixed emotions. Oh, so over on Twitch, Suckiest Sucker says we did have some mixed emotions over here in the camp. Is it Medlin? Am I saying that right? When we saw him run in seconds, it's everyone but I'm going to finish outside the top 10. Well, right now he is in the outside the top 10. That pack is running side by side. But we don't know what's going to happen as we got 6 laps to go. So they could get a caution, and that's going to bring everybody back up in it. They could even have their own little caution. They are battling it out there side by side in the second group. Back up to the front, Nash leading the way. Out of turn number 4. We're going to get 5 to go this time by. This is where the intensity is really going to start to heat up. Will we see a third? So I said it right, Medlin. Out of the tri-oval, coming to the line. Nash leads it with 5 laps to go. This is where the intensity will start to pick up. We may see a third line form here in the next couple laps. We're going to find out as we come out of turn number 2. Braxton leading the top lane. That might be out of plan with Nash with Winter on his bumpers. They come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. I'll tell you what, who might be in the catbird seat is Joshua Connor. Down on the bottom side in that number 59. Sometimes when these guys all get together, if they get together, you are able to duck down on the apron. Sometimes can be a huge advantage as we come to the start-finish line. Braxton leads it this time by with 4 laps to go. The 906 of David is going to go down on the apron as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Or sorry, 1 and 2. I forgot what turn we're in. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Suckiest Sucker does not speak wrong. Unbelievable. I love the believable. I love how you did the leap. Because I'm sure believable was taken. As they come out of turn number 4, we're going to get 3 laps to go. This is where the intensity is really going to ratchet up. you have a lot of time still here at Talladega. You really got to make that move coming out of turn number 4, but you got to position yourself in a place where you can win. And if that third lane forms, that kind of changes everything because it boxes people in. As they come out of turn number 2, it's going to be Nash leading the way with Josh O'Connor on the bottom side. Now you got to wonder, these guys might be setting back out of a plan. They might be pulling off these trucks, getting ready for that push, as we got 3 laps to go. But here's the big problem. If you wait too long, somebody, contact is it going to be okay? Gary gets knocked sideways. He's able to pull it back up on the track. That's going to shake things up as we come to 2 laps to go. I don't think Jeffrey's going to win. All right, so that was a pucker moment as Braxton leads with 2 laps to go. Now this is really going to shake things up. When these guys broke up like this, you can see a run come from just about anywhere. If you're in this group and you get with the right people, you could very easily win this one. Oh, it's going to get dicey now. These guys are going to be jockeying for their position as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Who knows? That second group might be in a prime position if these guys wreck it into turn number 3 next time by. Through turn number 3, here comes Ambrose on the high side. We got Braxton up in front as we come out of turn number 4. We're going to race down the front straightaway looking for the white flag. Top side is starting to go. Here comes Austin up top. We're coming to the white flag. No yellow flags. Double winnings as they come across the line. 1 lap to go. Ian, you might have gave away too much as they come into turn number 1 and 2. 3 lines formed through the turn. Francesco, he's not in a good spot. He's kind of stuck in the back as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway, 3 wide. 3 wide. There's going to be 3 wide. I'm almost certain into turn number 3. 3 wide for the lead into turn number 3. It's going to be Braxton down low, but I don't know if that's the place to be. Ambrose is going to get a run out of turn number 4 as Nash gets to his back bumper. Oh, we got 2 wrecking down to the apron. Coming to the line. The bottom lane stayed organized. It's going to be Braxton for the win. Kevin, I think, slides across second. Ambrose in third. We're going to verify that. What a finish there. What a finish. Let's double check. It's going to be Braxton, Ambrose, and then Kevin. So my SDK a little bit backwards. I'll tell you what, something happened there. We're going to go back and take a look. That disorganized that. It sounds like they took Nash 3 wide. We're going to go jump up to the blimp. Let's take a look and see. Oh, yeah. So Nash moved up to the high side. That's really kind of what broke that up. So we're going to move back to turn number 3 and 4 because that's really where it got crazy. All right, so the 6 of Andrew. Oh, the 7 smacks. Oh, who was that? Ambrose? Oh, that was. I don't know who that was. Smacks him down. Austin has an issue, goes through the grass. It just breaks up that top lane. That is what kept the top lane from winning because Nash should have been in that prime position. Worth every penny, I agree. Now the waiting game begins. Come on. Yeah. Let's see. He almost got a top 10. Regroup. Woohoo, hell yeah. Yeah, so good win. As that's going to be the end of this one. We're going to go ahead and go find our race winner as he is out here, I'm sure, celebrating this W. That's not who I want. There it is. There's our race winner. Let's see if they're in the Discord. Alright, there's Kevin. We can go ahead and bring in Kevin. We're going to go ahead and mute the chat on the race just in case somebody says something we don't need to hear while we're interviewing one of these drivers. We're going to let Braxton celebrate. And we're going to bring in Let me just double check. Yep, that is Kevin in third. We're going to bring in Kevin first, our third place finisher. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Wow, 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 wow.
That was a crazy finish there.
That was wild. I mean, I know you were pushing Braxton there, not really looking for it. Get a little bump, get turned, and lose that second position. But still, I mean, you got an average finish of second this season.
Oh yeah, great start to the season. I told Braxton in the chat I was just gonna push him because I got the one last week, so I was going his bumper, and then I drifted up a little bit there, coming to the stripe, and I think got turned. But like I said, I still got third, so I'll take it. However way you get it.
It doesn't matter when that checkered flag is waving as long as you cross the line, right?
That's right.
Man, I mean, Ian put that $30 out, and I'll tell you what, it got dicey a lot sooner than I thought it was going to early on. After that, but somehow you guys managed to keep it clean the whole race. I mean, there was a couple little instances, but nothing that brought out a caution. I mean, were you impressed by that too?
Yeah, I mean usually you're gonna have probably at least one caution, but I was surprised that it actually went caution free. Obviously at the beginning there I was just hanging out back, hoping for a caution or whatever. But then we did the green flag stops, and then I lost Josh, my teammate there, so it was down to me and Braxton, and I think that kind of hurt us because I think if we would had 3 trucks, I don't know if they would have caught us, but then we all caught back up there, and then it was just kind of just shuffling, lazy Susan front back and see what we can do there.
Yeah, so good run here again this week. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I just want to give a shout out to Muehlberg Custom Homes again for sponsoring Josh and I coming on all season, and he sponsored us a bunch of other weeks, so big shout out to him. Shout out to Josh, my teammate. Braxton, we're not official teammates, but him and I work very
Yeah,
well together, so shout out to him on the win and everything. And then shout out to the series sponsors, Wario Photos, Buck Kicker, Smoky Mountain iRacers, Christian iRacers, Ian for putting the league on. It's an awesome league to be a part of. And you, as always, with the broadcast, it's fun to go back and watch, and you can kind of learn from your mistakes or whatever, see what you could have done better.
yeah, it was definitely fun to call that one interesting, and we had a lot of great conversations. So it'll be fun when you go back and watch.
Yeah, it should be good. So hopefully we can get another good finish next week at Daytona and see what we can do.
For sure. Have a good one and good race.
Thank you. Have a good night, sir.
You too. All right, Kevin, with our third place, we're going to bring in Ambrose. Ooh, you needed that push at the end. I thought you were in prime position, but that top lane broke up coming out of turn number 4.
Yeah. I just needed a little push there. I thought I was going to have it, but hey, that's how super speedways go. It was
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
race though.
yeah.
Nice
It
and clean.
definitely was a clean race. I mean, there was a little bit of a couple instances like going on the pit road and stuff, but I mean, I didn't think I heard Ian say, "Hey, I'm going to double this," and I seen you guys go right to the green flag, and it was racy, and I'm like, "Oh man, are these
Yeah.
guys going to wreck?" And I was just telling Kevin that. I mean, as racy as it was, everybody seemed pretty respectful here tonight.
No, that's what I thought too. I thought we would probably do a bunch of single file stuff since he said he was going to double it, and that just didn't happen. We were, you know, running two lines the whole time, and people were still side drafting hard and pushing hard, and it was awesome, nice and
Well,
racy.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you were at least part of the battle, but that third lane got forming, and man, were you surprised the third lane was as strong as it was? At one point, they had a whole
Oh
group of them. I mean,
yeah,
rolling that top side.
anytime you get Austin and Francesco together, you know,
Yeah,
you really can't really stop that. And
yeah,
I think that it was them that were on the outside, and I was in the middle there, and I saw them coming, and I'm like, oh gosh, here I'm just
yeah.
gonna dig a
You were,
grave.
yeah, that's right. You were leading that middle lane, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yep.
but they're so tough together when they get tandem up. It's tough to compete. And
I'll, I'll
shout
go
out
ahead.
to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They both helped push me a few times, and I had an opportunity to get in behind them a few times too, and also thanks to Nash for him and I working together. That was great.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. One thing I've noticed now, all these seasons of broadcast in the series, is if you get Francesco, Austin, or Winker pushing, you're gonna be fast.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
So
I
that was
totally know
definitely interesting. And there was a couple times you got up there. I think I'm trying to remember who. Maybe it was Nash. He couldn't get the 13 to push him, and you were able to jump up to that middle line. And Nash got to your back bumper. He did a great job pushing tonight too.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
he did.
he got to your back bumper, and that middle lane finally moved because they were stalled out for a while because for some reason the 13 just wouldn't get to his back bumper.
Yeah.
But
And that it
go
takes
ahead.
you can't do it by yourself in
It's not very easy anyway. Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out
this.
to friends, family, sponsors?
You betcha. I wanna thank Alive and Running Iowa, my sponsor, also the sponsor of the series.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you, MDiTV, Warrior Photos, the Butt Kickers, Smoky Mountain Race, iRacers, Christian iRacers, Ian, of course. Um, Great race, great series, great people. I love it. Thank
Yeah, definitely got to thank all the racers here tonight because they put on a heck of a show without junking the cars.
you. That's right. It was an awesome race.
For sure. We'll go enjoy that second place, and maybe you can get ready for a win next week.
You betcha.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and move Ambrose. We're going to bring in our race winner. All right, fan favorite Braxton. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, there you are. Man, what a race here tonight. I knew you were on a mission. You guys short pitted that one, and it worked out good. You guys ended up in that lead pack, and, you know, Winker's been a teammate that hasn't been a teammate, but works out to be a teammate. I guess that's the best way to put it. I mean, at the end of last season, it kind of worked out that way, too.
I didn't really hear it at the end, but I'm just assume how you asked me what like how the fuel was and how the race was and why we put it early and whatnot. So I'll just give you a rundown of what we went through there. Me, Kevin, and I want to say it was Joshua. I feel like we have two Joshuas in there. Could be Joshua.
O'Connor.
Yeah. So
Yep.
the three of us, we were all working together, and yeah, it was Joshua Moore. So I believe.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. I know it was just a Joshua.
Oh, yeah. Joshua Moore in the 51. You guys were
Yep.
running in the back together, but Moore had issues on the pit stop.
Yep. So up to that point, we were all, we were getting ready, coming to lap 23, coming to 24. We all came on pit road there. We all did pretty good. I locked up a little bit, but I mean, it wasn't anything bad. We all went in there good, nice and smooth. Got into our pit boxes. I ended up taking left sides. I figured we would have had enough time considering how much fuel we were going to put in if we were just going to fill it up and, feel safe with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and that helped a little bit. Going off pit road, he obviously went down and spun and hit the wall, but I knew that we were going to be a little slow, me and Kevin. They're just two trucks. I knew if we had three, we can definitely for sure, be quick and actually gain time on the pack. But with that happening, it was very unfortunate, but we still got it done, and ended up getting with some people there that ended up coming out of pit lane a couple laps after. We all just stuck together, and then started taking off a couple of guys that were by themselves and go up to the front. Me and Kevin, we really at that point just wanted to kind of just control the race. We never really said that we wanted to control the race, but it's, I don't know, you just kind of tell that we both wanted to try to control it or get up there as much as we could. He was up there pretty much all from lap 20 to lap 15 of last week's race, all the way up there to the end, and ended up winning the race. So I feel like we should probably do that as well. If there's going to be a wreck, might as well be in the very front, because if it happens there, well, I was in the front, and at least we were going for it. But it was definitely a good race. I'm glad that we could go green, and I'm glad that we could get it the purse doubled a little bit, and that I could come out with the win. So that's pretty cool. But
yes,
hopefully we can keep these green flag races going. They're pretty fun, put strategy into it and whatnot. But yeah, hell of a race there.
Now this puts you in a whole different position. I mean, you've got to win now, and you're You're even for the season, because it's 30 for the entry, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So I mean, that's got to make you feel pretty good going into the rest of the season, knowing. I mean, you won last season, and definitely you're coming out even already, and now you just got to concentrate on being consistent, and that's one thing you've been good at, and that's one thing you were good at last season to take the championship, and the new founded essentially teammates having Winker and Moore, it's got to help that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely have at least just one or two people out there, working with you and working on a strategy. Definitely makes it a lot better because you're not only helping yourself, but you're also helping them. They're helping you, and everybody's just helping each other. So we might as well do it if we want the best outcome for each other. And me and Kevin, we almost got a 1-2 there. He got spun there at the end, but I mean, we worked together. I was like, I told him there on the last lap coming out of 2, I was like, I'm going to go up there and control the outside lane. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to stay with you. And I'm definitely glad I did because I knew if I stayed on the bottom and if he gave me that good push and we could keep her straight, we definitely could do exactly what we did. So I'm definitely glad I'm definitely glad that was the outcome there.
It definitely made a big difference. One more question, and I'll let you give thanks to friends, family, sponsors. Out of everybody in this field, I mean, you and Kevin are in a pretty good spot, so we're not going to count Kevin, and we know you guys are working together. If somebody outside of your little group, who's the one you're the most worried about in the championship this season?
To be fair, I'm not really worried about anybody else. I'm just worried about making sure I'm getting my top 3 finishes to get an interview with you. So I know that that's a good point today.
There you go.
Being in the top 3 every week, that's a good point today, and I can get the sponsors a good shout out and whatnot as well. So that's what wins championships, and that's also what wins over the people. So
For sure.
we're gonna try to do that and finish up to the top as much as we can, and try to go back to back for this championship here. We're only 5 points out to Kevin, so that's definitely doable here, and only the second race of the season. So
for sure.
We'll get it for sure.
And especially if you have a bunch of really good weeks, that means your worst week gets dropped anyway. So
Exactly. So
go ahead and
me
give
and
a
Kevin are
shout.
tied right now. Yeah, me and Kevin are tied right now with both a win with that drop week. So
Yeah, for
um,
sure.
I definitely want to give big thanks to all the sponsors. Definitely want to give a big thanks to Short Track Report, GP Diecast, Reaper Speed Lab, Judgment Auto Group, Allen's Art Images, Bennett's Publical, Blaze Designs, Premier Group, NASCAR Technical Institute, all the family and friends that tune in, all the supporters as well. So glad we can get this win. Hopefully we can go back to back next week. The last 3 races we've done, whether they've been just a regular league race or money race or anything like that, we've gone 3 in a row so far. So hopefully we keep that going and get these points up to get this championship again.
For sure. Well, congratulations, and maybe I get a chance to talk to you next week.
Yes, sir. I'm planning on it. We'll see you. Have a good one.
All right, bud. Have a good one. That was the wrong answer. I feel you. All right, guys. A good race here today. Let's go through tonight's results. We got Braxton with the win. Ambrose second. Kevin in third. Joshua O'Connor is going to be in that 4th position, which we may have some cool news about Joshua here soon. Nash in 5th. Francesco in 6th. Trevor in that 7th position. Austin Green's going to come across the line in 8th. Gary Sachs in 9th. Andrew, with that blinking issue, he's got to get that figured out. But he's so fast week in and week out. Finishes 10th. Kyle Knapp in 11th. Jeff is going to finish in 12th. Tyler Moffitt 13th. Joshua Moore in 14th. Eric's going to finish 15th. Kenny Burrow in 16th. Chris Knight 18th. Chris Knight 17th. David 18th. Tyler Bacon 19th. And it's going to be John Ernst, not able to grid up, having computer issues, finishing in that 20th position. Guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks for coming out. It was a great race here tonight. We definitely have some people to keep an eye on. And as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.